Hey guys, how's it going? It's Morgan coming in with a short Q&A here live on the YouTubes. I really doing this to test the scheduling nature of my new software that I'm using. I'm using Ecamm Live. If anyone's wondering, that's how I've been bringing my guests in, and it's been working really good. So super happy with it. I don't know if anybody's going to join in or not, but I figure I would sit here and talk for a little bit, answer a few questions that I've had. First of all, there we go. First question is this thing. When is it going to get done? I don't know. We sent the cylinder out to Millennium. It is there now, and hopefully we'll be back relatively soon. That is the 22 300 XCW that had the scratch in the cylinder. It's interesting. A lot of people went, that's Ronnie Nelson. Yes, I'm still live. Are you? I hope. Yeah, I'm still here, man. Ronnie. So what's happening, man? How is the tree business? But yeah, so a bunch of people went nuts, or still going nuts on Facebook about that. Like, it's no big deal. And I get it. The scratch that was in that wasn't a huge deal. The bike would have run just fine. It was running just fine. But when we took it off and then looked at the piston, the customer was like, man, just make it perfect. I don't want to deal with a bike that's jacked up. So that's why that's in pieces still. Also, I will be able to ride that bike and do not probably a huge big test on it because I don't know if I'll get to do like a whole day, but I want to at least give you guys the quick lowdown on the TSP relocation with their head and their ECU flash versus the new TBI. Speaking of the new TBI, the game changer, Loretta, as we call her, she did an amazing job this morning at -2 degrees up on the Uncompahgre Plateau. My buddy CJ and I went up and rode Lower Spring Creek Trail from the top. We um, went from the Forest Service boundary down into the canyon and then out and then up the switchbacks, and it was actually super super fun. It was crazy cold. Like I said, it was -2 when we left this morning. It was out of hand. Ronnie, that is awesome to hear. I'm glad that it is booming. By the way, guys, if you're watching and enjoying this, if this is a Q&A, it's a short one. I'll probably go for like 10, 15 minutes here because I'm gonna meet my family for some lunch, dinner. Anyway, we're going to Jimmy John's, and it's very exciting. But if you're watching, make sure you back out of the chat, give us a thumbs up, and come on back in. That would be cool. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, it is Saturday. We are closed now. We are open on from 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Also, announcement. I've announced it in some other videos. It's also in the new video that's coming up from the ride today. But we are doing a super duper awesome rad giveaway at 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to be flying someone out or paying their gas money or however we're going to get them here. They're going to get to ride one of my bikes, one of my 300s, or I guess the KDX or one of my kids' 250. Anyway, whatever. We'll find. We got a bike for them to ride. It's going to be super fun, and we will be. It's going to be. It's going to include 2 nights lodging, breakfast, lunch, and dinner with me. 2 days of riding at least, maybe. I don't know what we're going to figure it out. But basically, we're going to get someone out here to ride and goof off and have fun with me and my friends. It's going to be a blast. So make sure you tell your friends to subscribe so we get to 20,000. Now, that could happen pretty quickly before the end of winter. I'm kind of hoping it will happen before the end of winter because we're kind of cranking right now as far as subscriber growing. But the thing won't happen until this spring or summer because it's cold and snowy. So, Ronnie thought about selling Stasic bikes. And going, I have. There's already a Stasic dealer here in town. Davis Service Center is the Stasic dealer, and I don't know that they're going to allow another one. They're awesome though. I used to be an Osset dealer, which is kind of the beginning of all that small e-bikes, and so but those Stasics are even cooler. They're awesome. Mike Burns, were you riding with the Moose Balls? No, I was not. I was on my spiky tires and I put the Moose Balls into a set of normal tires that I'm taking to Arizona. So I won't be able to ride the Moose Balls until the 30th, 31st, and 1st of well, December into January. New Year's Eve or New Year's, we're going to Arizona. Zach and I are going down and meeting some folks down in the mile markers area, kind of towards Wickenburg, and we're going to ride, and I'm get to ride on the moose balls. But my thoughts on the moose balls is that they are super rad, Mike Burns. Really, really cool. Um, I don't know what I'm allowed to say here, but I've tested another product that's an awful lot like that from another company. It wasn't exactly, but it's real, real close. And I was super impressed. They lasted a very, very long time. That's the thing that I couldn't tell you guys about. I don't know if you've been how long you've been watching the channel, but there was a big long period there when I was testing something I couldn't talk about. And unfortunately, I still really can't talk about it because it never really got brought to fruition. And I don't know if it ever will. So I'm not going to say anything. But about who made it, I'm not going to go down that road. But it was like that moose ball setup. And it was freaking, I got 5 rear tires out of it and they're still awesome. 609 Enduro, the ever changing Jimmy Neihart. Did you have to mod your tidy ways to fit the extra 2 moose balls? Oh man, I love you, Jimmy. No, but those moose balls are sweet, and I talked to the guy who sent them to me. His name is James Richards, and he is rad. By the way, he works for Intech. That's who imports those, and he said that if you jam all of those moose balls into a tire, which would have been really hard, especially on the rear, but it's like running 18 or 19 psi. And the way I have it, it should be around 10 or 12, and then you can go down, whatever. Anyway, so anyway, I'm really excited. I'm excited. Herlo Trades. Do you plan on going to Page, Arizona? Hard to. No, I'm not going to that freaking grinding stone thing. That looks awesome. Like I'm impressed. I think it's awesome. All that stuff, but no way, no how. I am tentatively planning on the Donner hard enduro. I really want to try a hard enduro. I'm gonna probably be terrible at it, but I want to give it a shot. So, anyway, what other questions, guys? Shoot me. Here we go. How many hours do you have on the new XC when you change something? So, I've got 36, I think today. 36 something was today, and I am going to do a top end as soon as I get a top end. I ordered a piston and gaskets. Oh well, pretty much as soon as I got the bike, and they are scheduled to hopefully be here in January. I will hopefully have around 50 hours on it by the time I don't know. Who knows? I'm going to try to get to 50 hours before I do a top end. Now, I do not think that I need to do it at 50 hours, but I know that you guys on YouTube are going to want to see that. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm gonna do a top end early. Also, because it's a brand new bike, we don't know how it's running. I mean, I know how it feels when it's running, but like we don't know how everything's doing and what it looks like and all that stuff. I figured do it early and make sure everything's good. Haha, there we go. 609. You got CCP last weekend. Got the 2T bog without the carb. I love it. I'm so happy for you, Jimmy Neihart. I'm sure that uh, the new bike is going to have that too. Although the CCP that they're using has a huge big hose to it that's not going to get clogged up or anything like that. It should be much better, hopefully. Jake H, any new testing on the X Team? No, I have not tested it other than just in the parking lot, and I think we got it fixed. I'm actually really excited about that, but I have not taken it out into the real world. Partially, it got really cold. Like I said, it was. I don't know if you've been here this whole time, but early, it was this morning. It was -2 here when we went riding this morning. So, and I don't have spiky tires on that bike, but I will be taking that bike to Arizona also because it's just Zach and I in the van, so I'm going to have room for 3 bikes. So I'm going to take the old 300 with the carburetor and see how it does. I think it's going to be good. I'm really excited because that guy was, I mean, he was bummed out about my review and he got a hold of me and he really wants to make that thing work. And I think we found it. So that's son, what's happening, man? It's good to see you here. By the way, guys, if you're watching, make sure you chime in and say hello. We're going to run this I'm going to go till 3:30 on this Q&A. And again, it's a Q&A. The real reason I'm here is I just wanted to test my scheduling of shows before, like, I wanted to test the scheduling ability of my new software so that you guys can have it. So, by the way, I've already scheduled the next Gospel of Two Wheels. Chris Vestal of Moto Minded will be joining me live, split screen here. And I'm excited about that because Chris is awesome. He owns Moto Minded. They are in Grand Junction now, and they make awesome, cool guy lighting stuff for mainly Austrian bikes. I don't know if he does anything else. What you got, Ruth? I'm not telling you what I got Ruth for Christmas. She might watch this. What'd you get Rita? She won't watch this. Oh, and Mr. Neihart, we are this close to my barn being done. I think they're going to start pouring concrete on Tuesday. So excited. All you guys that have been wondering if that's where the new shop is going to be, no, I'm keeping the business here in this building. That is my own personal shop, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be really, really nice. I probably will. I'm building a studio in there for the YouTube, so you guys will see it a lot. But I'm not going to be doing any customer bike work out there. I might be doing some. I got some ideas for some custom stuff and some things that I want to do and develop maybe, and that will all happen out there. But normal day to day work's going to be here. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you're in the area and you need work done on your motorcycle, please come see us. We are super slow right now. It's dead middle of winter. This is historically the slowest 2 weeks of the year for us, leading up to Christmas and then New Year's, and then it usually picks back up again because everybody's saving their money for Christmas and whatever, all that good stuff. So, but yeah, if you guys need stuff, we are quick turnaround right now, hammering down. We can definitely help you guys out. Any other questions, guys? Like I said, we're going to run till 3:30. Trying to think of other news. Hey, Ronnie. Wow, Ronnie. Thank you so very, very much for the super chat. Wow, that is really nice. Ronnie just did a super chat. He just gave us $100, and I really very much appreciate it. Did trim for electric and water, put a bathroom out there, which I had one in my garage. So yeah, we have electrical out there already. We got 220 out there, so I'm hopefully going to get a nice welder and learn how to weld, which is another thing I'm excited about. But no water yet, partially because we're on a septic, and I don't want to add another bathroom. There's probably some sort of permit process I got to go for that. I've been doing online training with Josh Knight. Right, the Knights. Do you have any other training online or in person that you would recommend? Clinton Green. You know who I would recommend for riding if you want to really truly up your game, and this is to anyone. I would seriously look at Jimmy Lewis Off-Road Schools. I think anyway, just look up Jimmy Lewis Off-Road School or Jimmy Lewis School. He runs a school out of Pahrump, Nevada during the winter, so now's the time. And he is a wizard. He's not Graham Jarvis. He doesn't I would really like to take a Jarvis class, but Graham is a lot of his class is about him being Graham and doing cool guy wheelies and stuff like that. And obviously he teaches and all that stuff too. Jimmy is all about just teaching and just making you better at riding. So I would look at that, Clint. And then online, I am seriously considering I got to get a hold of him looking at Enduro Method for just physical training, like not so much training on the bike, but just physical training for being better on the bike. So I'm going to look at Enduro Method. I got to give those guys a call, see if they maybe want to collaborate a little bit. That would be super cool, but I need to get in shape. But yeah, whatever. It's winter time. It's Christmas time. I'm not too concerned. Work party did nice. Dude, Jimmy Nyhart, I love you, dude. I really look forward to seeing you hopefully soon. We got just one more minute, guys, on the live stream here on the Q&A. Anything else you want to ask? If you're watching this later and you're wondering why I'm doing this, again, it's because I was testing scheduling on the new software. Also, wanted to announce our 20,000 subscriber giveaway. Like I said, we're going to fly someone out here or help pay for their gas to get out here. We're going to get them on one of my bikes, let them ride the Game Changer, and have a ton of fun here in Western Colorado sometime this spring or summer. Let's see. If you're in the Midwest, look into Daniel. Oh, there we go. USMCA certified code. There we go. Herlo Trades. There we go, man. That's awesome. Thank you very much for chiming in for that. That's another cool thing about the USMCA. There are USMCA coaches all over the country. They're all certified. I think it's a pretty cool thing. I looked into doing that myself. I just never moved forward with it, mainly because I just have too much going on. All right, guys, it's 3:30. I'm gonna boogie because I'm gonna go have lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it, with my family. I love you so much. I hope you get out and spread the gospel with two wheels, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here is inspiring guys to work on, but more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes. And again, Ronnie Nelson, thank you so much. Datsun, yes, you can stud your stock 23 tires. Look into grip studs. They are the easiest, best setup. They're expensive, but they're freaking awesome and super easy. Later, guys.